As we grow up, we believe we are getting wiser. We chase dreams, ambitions, and the shining promises of the future. We run faster and faster, forgetting the hands that once held us, the voices that once guided us, and the hearts that once beat only for us. In our journey to build a life, we often leave behind the ones who gave us life, our parents. They never complain. They never hold us back. They only wait, silently, patiently, and with the deepest love a human heart can hold. We don't see when their backs begin to bend, or when their hands start to tremble. We overlook the quiet in their voices, the slowness in their steps, the way they pause before asking for something, as if they're afraid to disturb us, because we're busy. We tell ourselves it's normal. Life is fast, time is short, responsibilities are many. But in that rush, we fail to notice a heartbreaking truth. While we're busy growing up, they're growing old. There was a time when our lives were impossible without them. We needed their touch to fall asleep, their words to feel safe, their arms to feel strong. They fed us before they fed themselves. They sacrificed sleep, comfort, and dreams just to build ours. They clapped when we took our first step, cried when we fell, and stood by us even when the whole world walked away. And now they sit alone, quietly, watching the door, hoping it will open. Not for a delivery, not for a stranger, but for you, for the child they once held and raised with everything they had. Old age is not just a number. It's a slow fading of identity, a quiet surrender of roles, a creeping feeling of invisibility. It's when the body weakens, the memory falters, and the world around moves too fast to keep up with. It's when your mother forgets where she put her glasses, but still remembers your childhood illnesses in detail. When your father forgets today's date, but remembers the exact moment you first called him Dad. It's when they start saying, "I'm fine," not because they are, but because they don't want to be a burden. They long for your voice, your presence, your time. They don't want fancy gifts or grand vacations. They want 5 minutes of your day, a cup of tea together, a conversation without rushing, a simple "How are you?" spoken not out of duty, but from the heart. Their joy now lives in the little things, your smile, your laughter, your embrace. But we're too caught up in notifications, meetings, deadlines, and endless scrolling to notice the pain in their eyes. We text strangers all day but forget to call the ones who raised us. And still, they love us unconditionally. Still, they smile when we visit late. Still, they say, "I understand," when we cancel plans. They forgive our silence. They protect us from guilt. They tell us they're okay, even when they're not. Because that's what parents do. They give until they have nothing left and ask for nothing in return. But one day, their chair will be empty. Their voice will go silent. The phone will no longer ring with their name. You'll stand in their room, wishing for just one more hug, one more talk, one more chance to say, "I love you." And all you'll have is memories, memories that either bring peace or regret. So don't wait. Don't put off the visit. Don't ignore the missed calls. Don't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow is never promised. And when the day comes, when you can no longer reach for their hand, no longer hear them say your name, no longer feel their warm presence, you'll realize that the biggest mistake in life isn't what you did, but what you didn't do. If your parents are still with you, go to them. Hug them tightly. Tell them you love them. Sit with them without checking your phone. Listen to their stories, even if you've heard them 100 times, because those stories are pieces of a life they lived for you. And once they're gone, no amount of success, wealth, or comfort will fill the void their absence leaves behind. Love your parents loudly. Not just in your heart, but in your actions. Give them your time, your presence, your attention. because that's all they truly want. And one day when they're gone, it's the time you spent with them, not the gifts, not the money, not the grand gestures, that will matter the most. So be there, while you still can, not out of obligation, but out of gratitude. Not because you have to, but because you want to, because they were there for you when you had nothing. And now, in their last chapter, all they ask is that you don't let them walk it alone.